Howdy. It's been a long while since I last filmed. I think it's been, I want to say close to like 2 to 3 months or something. I haven't checked the last time that I uploaded, but yeah, I'm kind of back, I guess. There's been quite a few little changes. As you can see, it appears that I am in a new location, and that's because I am. Um, Me and my partner bought a house, which is kind of cray cray. Yeah, so um, basically, I think everywhere in the US right now, there's just like a housing issue, but Oklahoma is especially bad right now. And me and my partner Avery, we've been like really wanting to buy a house, but we weren't really in a hurry because since the housing market was is just like so crazy and expensive. Um, yeah, we were just like, if we find a cute house, then sure, maybe, but if we don't, we can wait longer, because we really did love our other place. So.
You hear the woodpecker?
Yeah, we really loved our previous place that we were renting. We were there for 3 years, I think. Like, we moved into that house, like, during the pandemic. Like, we moved in right after, like, the really, like, big first, like, the first big shutdown that happened in the US. Like, a couple months into that is whenever we moved into that other house in our previous neighborhood. But yeah, circumstances changed, and we kind of had to look for, a house pretty quickly. And this place popped up, and it was just so weird because it felt like it was perfect timing. And this house has a lot of things that me and Avery really wanted in a home. And yeah, it's been a really good experience. A little stressful. To give you an example, we've only been in this house for I think close to 2 weeks or something like that. And both Avery's car and his truck broke down during these past 2 weeks while we were trying to move house, and he still doesn't have a working vehicle. I mean, we're really lucky that we have more than one car in our household, but yeah, that was really crazy and just kind of funny. But other than that, moving has been like a really good experience. I finally finished like putting all my books up, and I like donated and got rid of a ton of books. So I'm like towards the end of this video, I'll just give you guys like a really quick rundown of my shelf situation. And yeah, I don't know, it's been really nice. But yeah, we've only been in this house for like around 2 weeks, so a couple other things were happening in the previous months. One of them is that I was just having a ton of health flare-ups. I have a lot of like chronic illness issues, and for some reason towards the end of June, I was just like hit with, yeah, it was just like all of my chronic illnesses were like acting up at the same time. And literally from between like the end of June all the way until recently, like today, I think is like September 2nd or something. Basically, all the way from the end of June to the end of August, I was like kaput. I basically went through all of my sick time at work. I was like missing at least one day of work, or I was having to like leave work halfway through at least once a week. And yeah, like one of the symptoms that like all of my illnesses share is like chronic fatigue and brain fog. And yeah, I would literally go to bed at like 8 o'clock at night. And then if it was the weekend, I could sleep in until like 7 the next day or 7:30. Yeah, it was really bad. And I just did not feel good. I really wasn't reading because I mean, I barely had the physical energy to like go to work. Like most of the time when I was home, I was just like vegetating on the couch. But I've been feeling a lot better. Like my fatigue has gotten a lot better. So I feel like my flare-ups are slowly starting to like calm down a little bit. Or what am I trying to say? I'm assuming that my flare-ups are really bad because of the fucking heat. Oh my God. Like, yeah, everywhere, there's like a heat wave everywhere around the world. But like in Oklahoma, it was like every single day a heat index of like 110. And I'm a very heat and cold sensitive person. That's just like another like symptom that I have. And yeah, that hot weather wiped me out. I was not making any content, like barely, you know? Another thing too is that I've been having a lot of technical difficulties. I'm not that old. I'm 28. But I have the brain of a bug, and anything like having to do with technology, I just like I can't. So I was having some like technical difficulties with my phone camera. So yeah, I use my phone camera and I have like a Pixel 4a or something, and I use Google Photos to like import the footage onto my computer because I don't have like a USB port to connect my phone to my laptop. Like they don't even make laptops with USB ports barely anymore. And so that's how I always import my videos. And I had this one video that I filmed and I loved it so much and I was so excited to upload it. It was I Married a Blank series by Regine Abel. I read through all of her book series and I did like a whole like reading vlog for it, and I could not get the last like 20 minutes of that video to properly load. Like the file just got corrupted, and in that last clip I had summarized like 3 books, and then yeah, like I had edited so much of that video and I loved like the B-roll and stuff, so I was so upset whenever that footage got corrupted. I don't know if anybody noticed, but there was one day that I tried uploading this like short like mental health reading vlog, and in that vlog I was explaining what was going on with me with my health, and I actually like cried in that video. It was really hard for me to film and edit, and I uploaded it to YouTube, and the very beginning of the video was corrupted and I could not get it to load again. And I had to like delete the video and privatize it or whatever. So yeah, I felt so discouraged because it was like on top of me feeling super physically bad. Like I kept having so much bad luck with filming. And yeah, I just felt really discouraged. Another thing too that I explained in that failed video that wouldn't upload correctly is that I honestly just didn't feel like filming for these past couple of months because the political climate in Oklahoma right now, it's god awful. There's lots of like women's reproductive rights are being taken away. Oklahoma has some of the harshest abortion laws currently, and there's already been some like bad things happening because of that. This is probably like really intense to talk about, and a lot of people come to BookTube to like have like a form of like fun escapism and to like share a fun hobby with other people. But I could not separate what was going on. I still can't separate what is going on with social media. Like I can't, so it was really upsetting. It's still really freaking upsetting. There's been a law passed that's, geared towards oppressing transgendered youth in schools. The Department of Education has now banned critical race theory. So now there's a ton of like banned books where students won't be able to really learn about important events in history that's about racism in America, about the LGBTQ plus community in America, I even went on like Bookstagram, and like the other day I had to leave work because I was angry crying because, you know, I work for the public library and I can send out these requested materials where people are reading, you know, really racist, awful things, but kids can't fucking read like To Kill a Mockingbird, and they can't read books like Bud Not Buddy and like Roar of Thunder, Hear Me Cry and stuff. I'm not gonna cry in this video, my eyes are already tearing up. It just makes me really angry and really sad and frustrated if we don't, you know, have that healthy bit of escapism. You go a little cuckoo crazy like I did, you know? But yeah, so this whole video probably sounded sort of negative, but I can assure you things have been going pretty well for us despite all of that. I'm really excited to try to get back into filming again. I don't know how often I'm gonna upload. I have a really bad habit of putting too much pressure on myself to like have an uploading schedule and to like constantly post to like Bookstagram or Instagram. But like, y'all, I ain't trying to do this for a living. This is something that I do for fun. I've always watched YouTube and like I've always wanted to make content. So yeah, I can't promise that I'm gonna upload like super frequently, like once a week, but I do want to like get back into doing it more often. The lighting is probably abysmal. I haven't figured out a good like filming space yet with like really good lighting, and I don't want to use my ring light because it reflects on my glasses, which is annoying. But yeah, I'm just coming on here to say that I'm excited to try and film again. I'm gonna try to get back into doing like reading vlogs. I would like to do more like sit down chatty bookish videos. Yeah, I don't know, I'm just excited. I'm excited to try and like read, get back into the habit of reading more often too. That's what I'm really excited. But yeah, so this video is probably going to be super like short, which is fine. But I'm going to go ahead and show you guys around this room that I'm in, because this is like our den D&D room slash my library plant room. Yeah, we finally like fully unpacked and we've hung everything up on the walls. We do plan on painting at some point, but since we're running into like a bunch of like really big financial stuff right now, it's probably gonna be like maybe after the new year that we'll start painting and doing like more cosmetic work around the house. But yeah, here, let me just give you guys a little tour. Okay, sorry for the shaky camera, but this is the view of the room from the hallway. This is like the D&D den space. And then, yeah, so as you can see, there's a lot more space on my shelves because I donated so many books, which is great. But also, the historical romance shelf is still pretty full. I have not been reading many historical romances this year for some reason. I need to get back onto that because I got a lot of really cool books in here. And yeah, this shelf is still one of my favorites. It's gorgeous. All right, and then here's the shelf over here. Those books by this orange chair, those are also more donation books that I need to take to work and give them to the donation bin. But yeah, so here's my wonderful, beautiful little tiny alien and monster romance section. I got all my Carrie Calls. And there's kind of an order to this, but not really. So yeah, it's like alien monster romance, darkish taboo rockstar romance, kinda. And then it starts going into paranormal romances. None of these like books that are series, and none of these are in order except the Gail Carringer books. Goes into like a little bit of adult fantasy, some like regular adult romance that I don't know how to Like, I didn't know where else to put them. Some YA. Y'all, I have so many YA books. I never, like, realized. It's crazy to me. And then some of the, like, manga that I just can never get rid of because they're, like, childhood favorites. But yeah, I also love this shelf. I have 6 Months with Cerberus on display because that's one of my favorite monster romances that I've read this year, and I can't wait to annotate that. This is just like the plant nook area. Some of these plants are looking real bad, y'all. But they're a work in progress, okay? And then this last bookshelf where there's like a ton of space left. This is basically just like a mixture of things. All of these right here are actually my library checkouts. And then it goes into like my spiritual books, metaphysical books, books on witchcraft, things like that. I don't talk about nonfiction books on my channel just because I don't know if I'm like gonna share that. I might. I don't know. I don't actually read a ton of nonfiction a month. Like, I read maybe like one nonfiction book a month. I would like to read more since I have so many. But I don't know if I'm gonna make like videos about it because I don't know. But yeah, it goes from like the spiritual books to like some interesting nonfiction books. And then it goes kind of sort of into like science fiction, then horror. A lot of these books are actually my partner's books because he actually reads a lot, but he primarily listens to audiobooks because he's a mail carrier for the post office. And yeah, there's just some more little like horror and like classic stuff. And then I have some like art books down here. And then also some books that are just like nostalgic children books. Well, they're not children's books, but they're books that I read when I was much younger and I can't bear to get rid of them. I still haven't read Wuthering Heights. That's one of the classics that I've never read. I might buddy read that soon with my friend Jarrett, but yeah. But yeah, that's just that shelf. Tons of like knick-knacky stuff. But oh. Okay, sorry if it's shaky, but yeah, that's it, guys. I just kind of wanted to come on here and just update everybody, I guess. Well, anybody that actually watches this video. It's not like I have a ton of followers or anything. But yeah, I'm excited to try and get back into filming. I'm not sure how often I'm gonna upload, but I'm gonna try. But yeah, thanks for hanging out and watching with me, guys. If you made it this far into the video, how about you leave me a purple emoji, like, wait, what? Yeah, a purple emoji, any purple colored emoji, mostly because I can't stop looking at this Tia Divine historical romance. That cover is so beautiful. Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna go. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye-bye.